Hi, good morning. This is Marie Gibson with Gibson and Associates, and I was just dialing in to share a little bit of clarification with a question that came up on how to actually connect third-party software to QuickBooks. And that could be the QuickBooks Online, that could be QuickBooks Pro, Premier, Enterprise, which are desktop versions. Regardless of which QuickBooks, sometimes the third-party app developers actually create integrations for those softwares and you're just not aware of it. For example, Pack Mail, which is a shipping company, they have a great integration with, or they had a great integration with, from their third-party software into the desktop. Also, Telfloras, which is a florist franchise, actually does a great integration with their QuickBooks. Both companies do it a little bit different. And then, of course, I was also going to demonstrate a manual system this morning so that you'd know a little bit what to expect and what to look for. So as we look at that, I'm sharing my screen right now. This is a general journal entry, and this is how those third-party software apps or the software program themselves integrate. They'll be connected to your cash register in some capacity, and they actually will self-generate a journal entry at the end of the day. And there's a syncing process. You would leave your computer open in the evenings as dictated by that company, and they'll sync. And they'll actually post to your appropriate income accounts. They'll post any overs and shorts. They'll post if there's money that's then due from that franchise or from that app, or whether it's been processed on a credit card and shipped directly to your account. So you'd be looking for a general journal entry that is truly synced or integrated into your software program itself. These do show up then appropriately on your profit and loss in your income statement or on your balance sheet as the money that's being owed to you from that company. If you were going to create your own daily batch, so for instance, perhaps you have a great cash register, worked with a deli that did a couple $1,000s in sales a day. That deli didn't have a way to integrate into QuickBooks, so we created a daily batch for them. And that daily batch would then list off of the Z-tape those categories that you've created that actually focus on the departments of your store with the appropriate sales. And shown in this case, you'd also include that sales tax, non-taxable. You'd have credit card sales, which is a type of a payment. You'd have cash and checks, which are a type of payments. And then, of course, your overs and shorts. Again, with a daily batch, this indicates that this is an invoice. It's actually a sales receipt, which is different than an invoice. An invoice is something I'm going to be receiving payment on the future. A sales receipt is something that actually I'm receiving at the money, the payments on that point in time. In this case, I'd have this daily batch, and I can memorize this. And when I go to memorize it, I would just add this to my reminders list so that it's available to me day in and day out. I don't need to have it automatically brought up, or I could just say, don't remind me, it's going to be in my list from now on. And to find that tomorrow when I go to record again, it's under the list category, and excuse me, in the Control T. And then of course, then it's shown there. And I would use that daily sales. It's a sales receipt. And I would bring it up again, change my numbers, right? So you can actually memorize it with zeros if you'd prefer, and kind of keeps it clean. And those sales receipts, then they actually do post into your profit and loss. And in this case, you can see that this is a sample company that I'm using. I'd have overs and shorts, I'd have payments, and on my balance sheet, I actually have the monies that are due. This memorized transaction is a wonderful way of being able to use your daily batch over and over again, and then having it show up on the reports in a proper manner. And again, you would use this only if your third-party software didn't specifically integrate or link to your accounts. So before I sign off, I just wanted to suggest that if you enjoyed this video, that you make sure you sign in and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Marie Gibson, Smart Business, Smart Money. And I look forward to answering more of your questions. Feel free to drop me a line either through email or my Facebook group. Thanks so much.